we are again, everybody, back in action with the 1987 Supermod. I'm your host, Brad Drake, and this is my AWA save. Today is TV taping time, which means we are in the Minnesota Sports Pavilion in Minneapolis, and we will be recording one episode of Championship Wrestling, and we'll be recording another episode of All-Star Wrestling. So this is pretty funny. I just set the thing here because it said that we were going to tape Championship Wrestling first, and now it says we're going to tape All-Star Wrestling first. So we'll go ahead and make the adjustment here, and then we'll go back to the game screen. Let's take a look at our backstage incidents, and let's take a look. Looks like it's all protege work. And then we'll take a look and see who's missing. And then we'll start booking our show. All right, who is absent? Mr. Saito is absent again, working for New Japan. And, of course, we had him in the main event here for Week 1 for Championship Wrestling. So, we have to call yet again another audible because of Mr. Saito. I think we're finally going to do something about this. I think we're going to have to let Mr. Saito go, and we're going to have to bring somebody else in because this is causing some major issues here. How about we let me take a look at this. What heel do we want to use here against Sergeant Slaughter? We could use Larry Zbyszko. Larry Zbyszko's on the next week of Championship Wrestling. So why don't we plug Larry Zbyszko in here? And that'll do the trick for us. All right, let's go ahead and we'll run down our card here. So today, this is part 1. We'll be back tomorrow for part 2, which will be recording the second week of March's tapings. So for part 1, we're going to feature Malia, Hosaka, the Top Guns, Eddie Guerrero, Baron von Raschke, Greg Wojciechowski, Scott Hall, Bob Backlund in our main event of All-Star Wrestling. We're going to have the Guerrero brothers battling the Midnight Express. Now, for Championship Wrestling, we're going to feature World Light Heavyweight Champion Steve Regal, the Russians, Jerry Blackwell, Colonel DeBeers, Greg Gagne, Doug Summers, the Fabulous Ones, and in our main event, we're going to have Larry Zbyszko face Sergeant Slaughter. So here we go. Shirley Black versus Malia Hosaka are going to kick things off in our tapings for All-Star Wrestling. Here we go with Shirley Black. And here we go for Malia Hosaka. Malia Hosaka is going to get the win, obviously. And moving right along, Milliman and Petruzzi versus the Top Guns. And of course, we have to look up. There it is. In order to get our 2 versus 2. There is AJ Petruzzi. Didn't even need to drop him in. And here is Jake Milliman. And they are facing the Top Guns. And we're going to have Ricky Rice get the win since he just lost at our spot show. And there we go. That one's in the books now. Rolling right along, Guzman versus Eddie Guerrero. And we're going to have a 3-minute match for this one. Eddie Guerrero just had a really nice 3-month run with his brothers in the 6-mans against the Russian and LKC. So Blackie Guzman, the most offensive name in modern day wrestling, against Eddie Guerrero. And of course, Eddie Guerrero is going to go over. Next up is Joe Pantera and Baron von Raschke. Joe Pantera, also Joe Panther. Be pretty cool if a guy's name was Joe Panther. I'd watch him. All right, there's Baron von Raschke. Let's see how von Raschke's been doing this year with losses and wins. He is 13-5, so he's doing just fine. All right, here is the Baron with the win. You know that goose step is coming, followed by the claw. All right, Mike Luca is going to take on Greg Wojciechowski, and Wojciechowski is a very dangerous man. And another great signing of ours who is paying dividends. Wojciechowski with the win. And of course, the dastardly Don Carson at his side as always. All right, Scott Hall is going to cut a promo here. And Scott Hall is in a feud with Dick Slater. So here's Scott Hall. Here's Eric Bischoff. And he's talking about Dick Slater. So we're going to make sure Dick Slater is off screen. Scott Hall's going to be rated on entertainment. So that one's booked. Next, we have Kalua, also known as King Kalua, and he is wrestling Scott Hall here. There's Kalua, who was a very good wrestler and turned out to be a really good trainer. And there's Scott Hall. Scott Hall, of course, is going to get the win over Kalua here. And that one is booked out. All right, Bob Backlund is going to give us a promo here. And entertainment didn't work out so well for Backlund the last time. So we're going to try him on microphone. There's Bob Backlund. There is Easy Eric Bischoff. And Backlund, of course, is embroiled in the feud with the Iron Sheik. So he's based on microphone. Sheiky's off screen. And that one is booked. I think we can go 6 minutes with these, but I don't remember. We'll make the adjustment when we have to. Next, we got the squash match between Collins and Backlund. There's Bob Backlund. There is Kevin Collins. Bob Backlund, of course, is going to get the win here. And next, we have the Midnight Express cutting a promo. And we got a really bad number with them the last time. So we're going to try something different here. There's Dennis Condrey. There is Randy Rose. They're talking with Eric Bischoff. Of course, they're talking about Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels, the reigning World Tag Team Champions. Okay, Paulie Dangerously is based on microphone. Dennis Condrey is rated on, let's try overness for both of them. Eric Bischoff and Jannetty is off screen and Michaels is off screen. Okay, so that brings us to our main event here, which is the Guerrero brothers. We should be able to go 18. Okay, we are trying to establish the Midnight Express as certified contenders. Fans have to think that they have a chance at winning the World Tag Team title. So we have to make them look strong. So they are going to beat the Guerrero brothers here, but they're going to beat them by cheating with Paulie dangerously. That's going to make all the difference. Okay, we got 2 minutes left. So let's bump up the Backlund promo, and let's bump up the Scott Hall promo. Okay, let's see how this does. Let's see how we do. You just never know with TEW. All right, here we go. Got a 33 overall, but no red text to doom. Shirley Black actually outscored Malia Hosaka here. I'm not surprised. And next, the Top Guns get the win over Milliman and Petruzzi. And Milliman continues his losing ways here in the AWA. All right, Eddie Guerrero scores a 55 against Blackie Guzman. Now, a match like this, I bet you they would have worked on the right side. Because they both, I don't know where Blackie Guzman's from, but Eddie Guerrero is obviously from El Paso and spent a long time wrestling in Mexico, honing his craft. So you know that Guerrero was fully trained in how to wrestle on the right side. Maybe Guzman was too, and maybe they did it in this match. Baron von Raschke wins with the Brain Claw over Joe Panther. 54 overall, I'll take it. Next, we got Wojciechowski scoring only a 59. Apparently, he just doesn't do well with Mike Luca here. Next, very nice indeed. Scott Hall scores an 84 at his promo where he is talking about Dick Slater. Terrific. Excellent score. All right, he gets a 70 in his match versus Kalua. He wins with that Bulldog. Terrific. Scott Hall's the real deal here, folks. Moving right along, Backlund scores a 70. That's okay. I'll take it in his promo with Bischoff. And next, gets another 70 here, using that crossface chicken wing over Super Mullet here, Kevin Collins. Look at that. He's got the perfect top, the skin sides, and then the flowing curly mullet. I mean, the guy's just got $1 million look. I don't know how he wasn't pushed to the top. All right, we got a crappy promo here from the Midnight Express, and I just don't know how to fix this. I don't know what to do to fix this. And let's head to our main event here, where we get a 93. Excellent score. So any kind of questions are pushed to the side here about what kind of rating this show is going to get. So I hate to see the Guerrero brothers lose, but it makes perfect sense for the Midnight Express to look like they are proper contenders for the World Tag Team title. All right, we get increases across the board, 83 overall. Excellent score. All right, now we are going to record Championship Wrestling. So I will make my highlights. Otherwise, I'll end up recording the wrong show. And you've seen me do it before. All right, our opener is going to have Keith Pullins here against Steve Regal. And of course, this one's going 3 minutes. Got the enhancement feature going. There's Keith Pullins. And here is Steve Regal, our new light heavyweight champion of the world. And the fans are going to be exposed to this here for the first time. They're most likely unaware at this point that Regal captured the title at the spot show against Nelson Royal. The announcers would do a good job putting that over so the fans would understand. Regal's going to get the win. Next, we have the Russians going over here. And of course, we got to change this up. There it is. 3-minute match. And who is facing the Russians here? It's Dave Moreau and Frank Reece. Sorry, clicked the wrong thing there. Not the first time, won't be the last. There's Dave Moreau. Here is Frankie Reece. Of course, the Russians are going to take the win. Soldat Ustinov is going to get the win for his team right there on television. All right, Jimmy Magnum is going to face Jerry Blackwell. We can go ahead and plug him in here. And Blackwell, of course, is going to get the win. Be a nice squash match. I've been pleased with Blackwell as of late. I think he's doing a good job. Here's Julio Rodriguez, and he's going to battle Colonel DeBeers, who has greatly disappointed me here. Greatly disappointed me. I can't believe he's going to take off on us in the middle of that hot feud that he's in. But hey, that's his choice. We'll make adjustments, just as you saw last episode. We're scouting out fresh talent. I made some offers. Made an offer. All right, Kenny Johnson versus Greg Gagne here next. And Greg Gagne, of course, is going to defend that World Television title. In case you haven't noticed the formula, we have Greg Gagne defend every other week on television per the respective show. So he'll defend this week on Championship Wrestling. The next week he'll defend on All-Star Wrestling. That was the purpose of the television title, was to be defended on TV. So that's exactly what we're doing. Right there is Kenny Johnson, Greg Gagne. And I have been out of town here for about 3-4 days, everybody. I've been on vacation. I'm out at my summer place. It's been absolutely beautiful. And I've had just a little bit of information coming in from the outside world. And I have actually taken this nice, quiet, beautiful weather and wonderful time period to do a lot of these recordings. And I just happened to hear that AEW introduced a title called the All-Atlantic title. The All-Atlantic Championship. What the hell is an All-Atlantic Championship? Now, I get it. It's not the worst name in the world. I would have called it, if they really wanted to do that, I would call it the Atlantic Heavyweight Champion or the All-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion. I would have given it some legitimacy with a weight attached to it. Because what's to keep you from having an All-Atlantic Junior Heavyweight title, right? But my question is why do they need another title? They already have a heavyweight title. They already have a television title. Of course, they don't call either of them that. But what do you need another title for when you then have 2 women's titles also? And you have a tag title. And you have the Ring of Honor stuff being shown on your television. Why do you need another title? Does anybody else just think that that's goofy? And any of you old-timers, does this start to remind you of Herb Abrams' UWF, where he was just introducing championships left and right for no reason? And having weird names, and because that's what it's starting to remind me of. All right, back to the action at hand here. We got Crazy Hair Baxter versus Doug Summers, and Doug Summers has become quite the force here as a singles wrestler. He's putting up some really serious numbers. I am very impressed with Doug Summers. All right, here we go. The Fabs, the Fabulous Ones, are going to give a promo here. And I believe the Fabs are in a feud with the Russians, right? Yes. So we will have them talk about the Russians in their promo. So here is Steve Kern. Here is Stan Lane. There is Larry Nelson. And there is Boris Zhukov. And then Soldat Ustinov. Off screen, off screen, entertainment, entertainment. Bam! This one is ready. And next we have a Fabulous Ones match. Ellis and Grilley are going to face the Fabs. Have I mentioned how excited I am that the Fabs are here in the AWA? All right, Terry Ellis and Jeff Grilley. There's Terry Ellis. There is Jeff Grilley. Of course, here's the Fabulous Ones. And Steve Kern is going to get us the win here on TV. Of course, that's only a 3-minute match. So that is now booked up. Next promo is Sergeant Slaughter. And Sergeant Slaughter has been hit and miss with his promos. And we're going to try him on microphone. See if that helps. You know what? Let's try him on entertainment. What the hell? What do we have to lose, really? Going to be talking to Larry Nelson. And he is going to be talking about the World Heavyweight Champion, Curt Hennig. Curt Hennig is off screen. Larry Nelson is unrated. So our main event here, which is going to be 18 minutes, is going to be Zbyszko versus Slaughter. Of course, right now, Sergeant Slaughter is our #1 contender. There's Sergeant Slaughter. We'll plug him in. So here's our big match. Sergeant Slaughter is going to win by DQ. He's going to win by DQ because Curt Hennig is going to come in and attack him. Now Slaughter's going to end up in a 2-on-1. Remember, not everybody had stables, but in the old days, heels stood together. All right, I screwed this up. Sergeant Slaughter cannot interfere against himself. So there's Sergeant Slaughter. There is Curt Hennig. All right, I'm glad I caught that because normally I wouldn't. All right, we got that one booked. Everything is set. We're maxed out to 65 minutes. Let's roll. All right, Regal gets the win here. 52 overall. Nice 74 score. It helps when we're back home in Minnesota. And the Russians get a win here over Moreau and Reece. 54 overall. Not bad scores at all for our Russians. Rolling later wrong here. Jerry Blackwell gets a 60 overall against Jimmy Magnum. Had a 72 on his own. There's the well-executed squash. I'll take it. All right, Colonel DeBeers scores a 74 over Julio Rodriguez. 60 overall. And should be, again, well-executed squash. Very nice. Greg Gagne gets a 65 here against Kenny Johnson. He defends the World Television title once again. Defense number 21 for Greg Gagne. Very nice. All right. Whoa! Whoa! There we go. Big score. Big score indeed. And Curt Hennig gets a 99 in his promo. And I will take it. Huge score, everybody. Huge score. Very nice. We got that one dialed in, huh? Doug Summers wins with his figure 4 leg lock over Sean Baxter. And Crazy Hair, he just can't get it together. The poor guy just keeps losing. There we go. Another well-executed squash here. We're going to go to the next segment. And the Fabs only score a 70. That's pretty disappointing. But I'll take it. They're new. Their popularity is not that high yet. But I certainly thought that they would have scored higher than that. Only a 68, but man, look at those numbers that the Fabs put up. Wow. All right, let's roll here. Here we go again. Slaughter with a crappy score. Yeah, we got to try. He's got to use microphone. That's all I can come up with. And let's hope the main event gets an outstanding score, which it should. What the shit is this? How do these two only score a 79? Slaughter's like the most over guy in the company, and so's Larry Zbyszko. 85-77. How does Slaughter only score a 77? Is he injured? Is something going on here? What the hell is this shit? Bonus City, no takeaways? What on earth would cause this match to not be in the 80s? This is bullshit. This is an old-fashioned screw job here from TEW. Man, I tell you. Here we go. We think we got things figured out, and then we turn around and just get screwed like this. Well, at least our popularity increased, but that's some bullshit right there, everybody. We're going to go ahead and finish up, and when we come back, we'll be filming Championship Wrestling first, and then All-Star Wrestling. And I am not happy. I am not happy at all with what we just witnessed here. So, all right, everybody. Well, if you haven't done so already, give us a subscribe. Go ahead and like this video, please, and share it with your friends. If you would like to join us in conversation about the 1987 Supermod, you can. Head over to facebook.com/group/1987Supermod, and you can get up to date on everybody's saves over there. Last but not least, if you would like to play this mod for yourself, go to braddrake.net, drop me a line, and I will send you a link to the Google Drive page where you can download our picture pack and database. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.